Hey, this is Kurt's Boat Doctor. Right here, yes, Boat Doctor. Hey. Anyway, hey, maybe that's where I get the hey. I always say hey. I got to stop that, by the way. Anyway, yeah, got some weight up in the bow. That's good. Put some more weight. He can put a lot of weight in the ass end of this boat. Yeah, I really like how this boat's set up. This guy did some thinking. You can tell he's a fishing guide. I mean, his bus panels right here, nice and clean. Everything's labeled. I was a little confused, like I say earlier. It's a 2021, and like I say, I'm almost positive it should say here. I think it's a 24 5-footer. Anyway, it doesn't tell me. Anyway, nicely set, and I like what he did there. That was real smart. Now, I normally don't do this, like fire it up and all this before I take off. I normally like to check everything because I don't like looking like a fool sometimes. Anyway, full windows, good visibility, nice little lockers, step down stairs, life jackets. I mean, he's just got it really, really clean. I mean, everything he did. Put another bus panel back there, there's ICOM there, fish box here, and look how stable this sucker is. Now, Good Time Charlie Sport Fishing. So I'm taking it that's him, and it's not just an aftermarket accessory, but I'm sure. So for a good time, called Good Time Charlie. Catchy. Anyway, we use his existing, it looks like Sea Star, new control box 703. Nice fillet table. Like I say, I'm back here, boat doesn't even budge. Nice little rain shelter underneath there, locked for that. It looks like he even had an E-perb. Yeah, Kudos, buddy. Kudos, even a Yeti cooler. Okay, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to hit the key. And see, you had no fuel, so that's why I kind of turned this on real quick. Is to see if you had fuel, like a Yamaha interface or something, but then if you have Suzuki, you probably didn't. So there's no way I can go into the device list and check it out. But I like that pin code. I swear I'm going to use that because I get so many calls. People put their fingers on that stuff and screw up all my settings. So smart move, guy. You got it. You're the man. Just good electronics. Got the sun hat. I mean, wow. Keeps it clean, organized. People could take lessons from this guy. And except now you could just hit don't show me again. I won't turn on your radar or anything, but it looks like you got the fishing contour maps and sonar right here. So very smart. Okay, so I'm going to put, this is what I normally do. Again, I don't know how much fuel. Okay, goes forward, goes reverse. I lift this lever, raises. So that pretty much tells me and then I steer it left, right. Because no matter new, used, when I take a boat out, I don't want to get out there and find out the steering's backwards, or I don't want to find out they didn't hook up the throttle cable, or they didn't have the shifting cable hooked up. See, so this way I'm protected. I normally start the kicker up as well, but we're not going to do that. Beautiful day, and I'm going to say with the 300 on it, this boat's pretty. If I can get the front end up, I know it will do 45. Pretty easy and pretty fast because this is a northwest. Oh, it is a northwest. Thought so. Made out of maybe, I don't know if they're made out of Washington, up there by Clarkston, Lewiston, or Duckworth. I think they used to sell Northwest actually. It kind of reminds me of the Columbia, and it's better than the old what you call Ocean King by far. And that's a train, as you can tell. And I wrap this up, and I like that rear entry door, and what a beautiful day. I mean, holy smokes. And you got one software, no, not now, 1 week. Now, if the front end goes over on you a little bit, put it forward, steer ahead, and you probably know all these tricks. Put it in reverse again, back up. And I do have to appreciate the fishing guides and everybody as far as that's concerned. I mean, to trust me with their boat, man, I wouldn't trust myself. Or trust me. That's a joke, okay? I try to be careful. Okay, so far reverse works good. Speed over ground. You should have that on that. Not... some reason that ain't, but he's got a setting, so I don't want to screw up on that, and it don't look like he's got. Right here, clear cursor. Oh, it's loading up. Is why? That's why it's showing me right there. That's why you ain't getting the speed over ground right now. So I'll just leave it like that until she kicks up. So, no GPS fix. And I don't think he's got that. The electronics, GPS is on. VHF we don't have to have on. Instruments, yeah, we need that on. And we'll see what happens. Because right now it's saying no GPS. But dish is on. Radar we don't really need on, so I won't even mess with that. I'm just out here to check the if he wants me to find this, he could have this set for like an internal GPS, which takes longer if he doesn't have the external. And I didn't even check that. But again, that's not my call. He knows how it works. I can go up here and look though. Yeah, that's for his autopilot. Yeah, I don't see a GPS antenna. So, if it was me, what I would do, see, there you go, start trip, it loaded. If it was me, I would get an RS-35 external GPS antenna just for navigation. The other one, the Precision 9 up there, that's for your autopilot heading. So if you get that, you get instant satellite reception and quicker where you probably wouldn't lose it. Just kind of a heads up. I mean, this works, but so say that puck did go out, you'd still have this on a backup, but it would load a lot faster. And you'd get radar overlay if you did that too. Okay, now we're going to test it. So this is what I do. I fired it up, pulled in the bumper. Nice flat riding boat. So I didn't let it idle for a long period of time. That's something you don't want to do. And you don't want to troll for the first 2 hours, like this. And if you have to, then open her up when you get out there a little bit. So now I let it warmed up. I did this, and then normally I'd kick this thing in here and I'd put this over into hours. I put it in gear. Then I hit this button here, set button. Yep, CT, and then I hit this until if it says troll, which it didn't, so that means this ain't capable of the VTS. Because it would have just said troll up there. So, anyway, some motors are, some of the bigger motors aren't. Because it makes sense, you probably couldn't get it slowed down enough anyway. Okay, so I'm going to turn that off. Okay, you got that, we need that, we don't even need that, we'll leave that off. Yeah, radar, we'll shut that baby off. Instruments, we'll leave that on. Electronics, okay. So then what I do is I get all the RPM ranges. Then I let it sit there for a little bit. Oh, a 20 plus, yeah. See, the other boat didn't have a 20 plus, so you got dual range radar. If you got any questions on this, just give me a call, and I can maybe help you out. Like I say, like on your combos and stuff. You see, you don't have the dual radar hanging up here, radar overlay, because you don't probably have that antenna. But the dual range is kind of nice. You can go like mile out, quarter in. And anyway, we'll just get back to where you were. I won't touch your stuff because I see you have that setting, which I like. So then I bring it up to about 2900. And I just run it for a few seconds. This sucker is nice, man. I'm telling you, good ride. Very stable. A lot of deck area. Huh. I bet he does have good times. Then I bring it up a little bit higher. Trim tabs all the way up. And that's something I didn't see. Accessories, trim tabs, horn, starboard, GPS, electronics, accessories and spare. Okay. So it ain't any of those. AC main, reverse outlets, cabin outlets, and spare. So I don't know about your trim tabs. I'll make a note on that. There might be a switch somewhere I'm not seeing, but let's see. Sometimes the lights can go out, but no. Maybe he disconnected them. Who knows? Then I speed it up a little bit more. So they're right there. Would be a good cruising speed for fuel. So about 21 miles an hour, 3,600. You want to get good fuel economy. So then what you do is you pick it up from there. Now I'm up on top, trimming it up. I can hear the motor go. Then what I do is I trim till it's easy both ways, left and right. That's where I leave the trim. Unless I want peak RPMs, then I trim it beyond that, and then it's going to be hard to go to the right. So this would be a good cruising speed, 4,800, 30 miles an hour. Then I open it up a little bit more. Trim up, trim down, makes it easy. There you go, 53. Full throttle, I'll get it for 57. Trim up, 58. Oh boy, I was off a little bit, wasn't I? There's 59, 6, that's where you want to turn. 36, so say 36 miles an hour. Huh? Trim it down. So I was off. Damn, they don't happen very often. But I kind of figured you got kind of a little weight right up front. But I'm going to try it the other way. It should be slag tied. See what the tide's doing real quick. Yeah, the tide's coming in. So that's why. Okay. Now what I get to do is I see how fast it takes to get up on top. That's the important. You got to smell jumping. Yeah, right there. Ready? 1001, 1002, 1003. Wow, 3 seconds. That's what you want. And then what you do, trim it down again. Then if you want to get up faster, what you do is you don't go full throttle, you go about 3/4. And I got these little bit of wakes here. But what you want to do is hit the throttle and go left, right, left. 2 seconds to get you up on top. Now I should pick up speed. I'm going to trim up. So it's 36 against. See? 40, no, 37. 38. 40, 41. $39, 6,000, almost 40 again. So about 36 to 40. Now, what I did is okay. You just don't want a heavy full throttle for about another hour. Then after that, you can run her, just don't low idle for a couple hours. But if you run it, and at the end of the day, if you're just doing this,